told us his mother would have preferred it if he had played classical music on the piano and violin. Luckily for us, Fletcher had other plans. It was during his high school years at the Macaulay School in Missionary Ridge that Fletcher and his buddies Frank McDonald, Sammy Joyce, and Ansley Moses decided to form a band after witnessing a performance by the Dixie yodeler Zeke Clemens in 1945. These boys had heard of Knoxville's Lost John and his allied Kentuckians. In keeping with the natural rebelliousness of youth, they decided to call their band Found Sam and the Dismembered Tennesseans. While college and military service separated the high school gang for a few years, the Dismembered Tennesseans were soon back together in the Chattanooga area, starting professional careers and families. Fletcher worked with his father in real estate and took over the business after his father's passing in 1960. Fletcher and his wife, Marshall, raised 5 children, George, Lizzer, Ann, Frank, and Lucy. And today, Fletcher is blessed with 7 grandchildren. 4 of the 5 of Fletcher's children are here tonight. Obviously, life as a real estate executive had its exciting moments. This is supposed to be humorous. But luckily for all of us, Fletcher continued to play the fiddle for all these years as a dismembered Tennessean. It's a truly remarkable accomplishment that Fletcher's band, the Dismembered Tennesseans, has played music continuously as a band for 72 years. In the early decades, the Dismembered Tennesseans were anchored by the trio of Fletcher, guitarist and MC Frank McDonald, and banjo player Ansley Moses. Chattanooga orthodontist Ed Doc Cullens joined the band in 1953, and many folks began to comment on how the band's dental hygiene had improved dramatically from that point forward. Folks also began to notice that as the decades rolled by, the Dismembered Tennesseans' music was sounding better, and the band started to travel more widely. Before too long, the band was celebrating its 40th anniversary some years ago now, but in the year 2000, singer, guitar player, and MC Frank McDonald passed away. This was felt as a great loss to both Fletcher and to the band. However, the Dismembered Tennesseans with new band members continued on and still make great music to this day. In 2010, Fletcher composed string orchestra parts to many of the Dismembered Tennesseans' favorite pieces and created the Black Tie and Bluegrass concert event, which paired the band with the Chattanooga and Louisville symphonies. Today, the band consists of Fletcher Bright, fiddle and frontman, Doc Cullis on banjo, Laura Walker on bass, Bob Martin on guitar, Don Castle on mandolin, and Brian Blaylock on dobro and guitar. I first got to know Fletcher at the many music camps we've taught at together, from Tennessee to California to England. Fletcher is an early riser, and it wasn't uncommon for me to hear him giving a one-on-one lesson to one of his students at 6:30 a.m. He has taught literally hundreds of musicians in over 20 years of group and one-on-one teaching, and if you've taken a class from Fletcher, you know that he's the best. In 2006, at the suggestion of his son George, Fletcher and his family founded the Three Sisters Festival, a free outdoor bluegrass event held in downtown Chattanooga. Now in its 11th year, the festival hosted many of the family's favorite bands, including, of course, the Dismembered Tennesseans. Fletcher supports the American Roots Music Program at the Berklee College of Music, and he brings a group of Berklee fiddlers and other musicians to the Three Sisters Festival each year. I'm proud that IBMA is honoring this remarkable fiddler, philanthropist, bandleader, and master teacher from Lookout Mountain, Tennessee, Fletcher Bright. Now, this message from the Berklee College of Music's president, Roger Brown, artistic director, Matt Glazer, and other members of the Berklee American Roots Music Program faculty.
Congratulations, Fletcher Bright. from your friends here at Berklee College of Music in Boston and the American Blues Music Program on your amazing award for the International Bluegrass Music Association. You have been the secret ingredient in so much great bluegrass music that we wanted to do this special tribute for you.
1, 2, 3.
You play right, like Fletcher Bright.
Goodness gracious sakes, am I Fletcher Bright?
Fletcher Bright.
You play better polkas, rides, and reels.
With Fletcher Bright right there beside you, his wisdom there to guide you. Fletcher Bright will inspire you.
Yes, he will.
Thank you, Fletcher Bright, for all your many contributions to bluegrass music. So many of us dearly love you and hold you very close to our hearts. Fletcher can't be here today, but accepting this award is his son, George Bright. Ladies and gentlemen, George Bright.